my friend Amy's house because it's getting to be closer to fall and it's about time to switch over clothing, and I've been so impressed with her amazing clothing storage and switching over process that I had to come here and show you how she does it. Amy has 9 kids, 5 girls, 4 boys. The oldest is just entering high school and the youngest is a newborn, so she's got the full spectrum of clothing, and I think you guys are going to be amazed at how she's organized all that, because as a lot of you probably know, saving clothes and hand-me-downs from one kid to the next are like the lifeblood of big families, because without it, it's just way too expensive to buy new clothes for everybody twice a year. And so when my kids were little, I had storage bins full of them, because people would constantly give us hand-me-downs, which is great until you have to do something with them. So it was always a little overwhelming to get bags and bags of clothing and then have to figure out what I was going to do with those clothes until they fit into them. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to show you alternate forms of storing clothes for your kids as they grow, to save you money and to make it be less overwhelming. So if you're looking for a better idea, I think you're going to like this one. Hi, so this is my friend Amy, and we're down in her basement, and she's going to explain her method. You can see part of it over here. There's other parts we'll get to in a minute, but for right now she's going to explain this part and how she goes about, what, twice a year?
Twice a year.
Doing her clothing exchange for all her kids.
Yes. So my husband and I have 9 children, ages newborn to 13. And about 6 years ago, I went crazy with too many bins and not knowing what I have and never even looking in the bins. So then we decided to come up with a system. So I have, my boys section is over here. And it's newborn, and I think we're up to size 16. 16. I do pants, shorts, and pajamas, and everything has its own bag. So I put B for boys, 3T pants, B, 3T pajamas, and then I have our shorts as well. So, and I do that for each size. And then, of course, I have the girls over here and the same system. We keep shoes, so we have the boys and we have the girls, but primarily we just keep the dress-up shoes and some sandals. And it's really great when you just need to pull something out for the day.
So this is all bottoms,
right?
Everything's bottom. And then over here is the section for tops, and then for girls' dresses and stuff like that, right?
Right. So again, I got a girls section and the boys section, and my husband made kind of a quasi closet, I suppose, just with some 2x4s and some pipe. So we got 2 layers, and I start hanging things up at about 12 months. So I have my 12 months and 18 months, and then it goes from there. And I have a system to this. So we have like summer dresses, tank tops, short sleeves, long sleeves, and sweatshirts. So then whatever season you're in, if you need an extra sweatshirt, you don't have enough, I come down here and I look at the size and grab a sweatshirt. So I got, and I got little signs to tell me, you know, this is the 2T section, a starter and a stopper sign.
Okay, so you have a lot of clothing stored up that you've used over the years, which is great because it saves a ton of money. And it's organized, so you still have a basement left, as opposed to just, like you said, that was always my big problem, is I'd have bins and bins, and you need something, you know, short notice, you don't look through the bins, you go out and buy it because you don't have time to look through bins. So this is fabulous. So what is the system when it, now coming into fall, what would your system be like to switch over clothing?
Okay, so like twice a year we do the swap for spring and then for fall. So for fall, it takes about 2 to 4 hours. I hire an older girl to come over, and she helps me out doing the swap. But you can do it by yourself. It'll take a little more time. It takes about 2 to 4 hours to complete it. Upstairs in our closets, I have all the tops hung up, and the pants or the shorts and the pajamas are in the drawers. So it's really easy. Like I'll just make sure the laundry's done, everything's hung up, and I'll just go and grab the hanger uppers and bring it down and put it in the size. And then I'll just grab whatever size they need, or the long sleeves, and bring those up.
So, I mean, that you're not even taking things off the hangers. You're just grabbing everything on the hangers and bringing them down and switching up. That's
right.
It's amazing. All these years, I could have been doing this so much easier. So, okay, so go ahead.
And then the same thing with the pajamas, if we need to swap those out, and the shorts to the pants. And it's really not that big of a process. But we still spend about $300 to $500 per season on clothes, just like if things are worn out, or we find something cute or something. But with 9 kids, that comes out to be what, like $50 to $60.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah,
right.
Per kid. So yeah. So, and then if friends or other people give us clothes, it's really great. I'll have bags of clothes, and I can just go through them real easy and know exactly where to put them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's huge right there. Just being able to, or even say, okay, I just got a bag of, 2 toddlers stuff. I can look through, see what I even need, instead of keeping stuff that you're not going to necessarily use or need because you've got a bunch of it anyhow.
It's always a work in progress because, you go through, as you're going through and swapping out those twice a year, you look at something and why would I keep this?
Right.
I want that shirt.
Right.
So, but,
okay.
So you're always kind of cleaning it out, but it works real well, so.
Right, and you're only dealing with part of it at a time, a little bit at a time. You don't have to deal with every size every year. And I don't know, this is amazing to me because like we were talking about before, it's always that last month of the season when somebody has a growth spurt and you need, one more pair of pants to make it through to spring or something like that. You can just run down here and whether you have them or not without having to pull huge bins down and dig through them. Which was always a pain. Especially when, like in our one house, we had them in the crawl space. Who wanted to do that? Not me. So this is, obviously having the storage space to do it is key. Okay, I know basements are kind of a rarity in certain parts of the country, which I don't even know if I could live without a basement, but so if you have a basement, this is great. This is a great way to set it up. So yeah, obviously the first caveat is you have to have the space to be able to do all this. But even still, there's a lot of space left in this basement because it's all around the perimeter. So it's not like you're taking up a huge chunk of your livable space down here. So you could probably do it in an attic area or something like that depending on how your storage units are set up. So yeah, I'm super impressed with this. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and wisdom with everyone.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
I hope it helps.
Yeah. Thanks.